Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration Daily. We hope you are doing great. In today's video, we will discuss the new immigration rules introduced by Canada that allow officials to cancel visas, work permits, and study permits under specific circumstances. These changes are crucial for anyone planning to visit, work, or study in Canada, so make sure to watch the entire video to stay informed. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all Canadian immigration news. Canada has recently introduced amendments to its immigration policies, providing officials with the authority to cancel temporary resident documents when necessary. These changes, announced by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, on February 12, 2025, aim to enhance border security and regulate the temporary immigration process more effectively. The updated Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations officially came into effect on January 31, 2025, and were published in Canada Gazette Part 2. They apply to electronic travel authorizations, work permits, study permits, and temporary resident visas. Grounds for visa cancellation. Under the new rules, immigration officials can revoke temporary residence documents if any of the following conditions apply. The individual is found ineligible due to false information, criminal history, or inadmissibility. The officer is not convinced that the applicant will leave Canada upon the expiration of their authorized stay. The document has been lost, stolen, destroyed, or abandoned. The person has transitioned to permanent residency. The individual is deceased. The document was issued due to an administrative error. Canada remains one of the most sought-after destinations for individuals from around the world who wish to visit, work, or study. Temporary residents must meet eligibility and admissibility requirements under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act and its regulations. However, Canadian authorities have observed an increase in the misuse of temporary resident visas, including student permits. This rise is largely attributed to organized smuggling networks and global migration crises, according to Renee LeBlanc-Proctor, spokesperson for Mark Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship of Canada. Impact on Indian nationals. In the third quarter of 2024, Canada hosted approximately 3 million non-permanent residents, including individuals on work permits, study permits, and asylum claimants. India has been a top source country for both international students and temporary foreign workers. In 2022, Indian citizens accounted for 45% of international students and 22% of temporary foreign workers admitted to Canada. As a result, these new regulations are expected to significantly impact Indian nationals seeking temporary residence in Canada. Impact on international students. The revised rules are particularly relevant for international students applying for study permits. The Canadian government has tightened regulations following concerns about fraudulent acceptance letters and unauthorized stays. Canada is expected to issue 437,000 study permits in 2025 as part of its strategy to manage the growing number of international students. Reports indicate that around 50,000 international students applied for study permits, but failed to enroll in their designated schools. In November 2023, Indian students, who formed the largest group of international learners in Canada, received emails requesting resubmission of study permits, visas, and educational records. These notifications, even for students with valid visas for up to 2 more years, raised concerns among applicants. However, IRCC clarified that these requests were part of standard compliance procedures. Since 2015, the Canadian government has mandated that most post-secondary designated learning institutions report twice a year on the enrollment status of their international students. This ensures compliance, but does not directly target students. Instead, institutions handle the reporting, and in some cases, students may need to submit additional documentation, such as transcripts, to confirm their enrollment. Consequences of visa cancellation. Individuals affected by these changes may face the following consequences: removal from Canada if found ineligible, denial of boarding at airports, refusal of entry at Canadian ports, financial losses if travel tickets are purchased but entry is denied. These regulations come as part of increased scrutiny on Canada's temporary residence programs, particularly the study permit system. The government aims to strengthen border security and immigration processes through these changes. Reasons for visa cancellation. IRCC can cancel a visitor visa for various reasons, including misrepresentation and fraud. Providing false information or omitting relevant details can lead to visa cancellation. A ban of up to 5 years may be imposed if fraud is detected. Criminal record. A serious criminal offense or recent conviction can result in visa cancellation. Applicants should disclose past offenses and provide proof of rehabilitation when necessary. Previous immigration violations. Overstaying a previous visa or submitting false information in past applications can lead to rejection. Purpose of visit and return ticket. If an applicant's travel purpose does not align with their visa application, their visa may be revoked. Not having a return ticket can also raise concerns. Financial stability. Applicants must prove they have enough funds to support their stay. Providing temporary or borrowed funds can lead to cancellation. Failure to prove intent to leave. Visitors must convince border officials that they will leave Canada at the end of their authorized stay. Having employment or family ties in their home country can support their case. Poor travel history. A history of visa overstays or refusals in other countries can impact a visa application. Security concerns. Links to security threats or terrorist organizations can result in immediate cancellation. Changes in circumstances. Significant changes, such as job loss or family status alterations, can affect visa eligibility. Increased scrutiny at Canadian borders. In the second half of 2024, Canada turned away more foreign travelers than ever before. On average, nearly 3,700 individuals were refused entry by the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA, each month, a 20% increase compared to the previous year. In July alone, 5,853 travelers, including students, workers, and tourists, were denied entry, marking the highest figure since January 2019. Even those with valid visas and official documents faced entry denials. The CBSA is responsible for immigration enforcement and customs, ensuring that all individuals entering Canada undergo thorough screening. Entry approval depends on an individual's ability to convince immigration officers of their intent to visit and their commitment to leaving once their authorized stay expires. Final thoughts. The updated immigration regulations grant officials more authority to revoke visas and temporary resident permits due to concerns about eligibility, fraudulent documentation, and security risks. With increased scrutiny, visitors, students, and workers must ensure they fully comply with immigration laws to avoid visa cancellations or entry denials. That's all for today's update. What are your thoughts on these changes? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this information useful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more immigration updates. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.